Hello, everyone. Dr. Lee here with your encouraging word. Still here. That's the series, God's Faithfulness in an Unfinished Story. Today's encouraging word is titled, Still Here When Hope Required Work. And our survival, as I always say, is not proof that evil was right, but proof that God is still faithful, even in a world cursed by sin. Listen, that word hope, it was never passive in our community. Hope helped our people work long hours. It helped them to raise families. Hope helped our people organize churches, and hope showed up again the next day. Our ancestors didn't wait for conditions to improve before acting. They hoped while they worked. And that reminds me of something the Apostle Paul says in Romans 8:25. He says, "But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it." That's the text. And so when people talk about hope, they often mean optimism, crossing fingers, wishing for change, or waiting for circumstances to improve. But that kind of hope doesn't last long in hard seasons. Our ancestors knew better. They lived in a reality where wishing wasn't enough and optimism alone couldn't sustain them. They needed something sturdier, something rooted, something anchored beyond what they could see. That's why scripture it has to reframe hope for us. And I need you to understand that biblical hope, that's what we're talking about. It is not wishful thinking. It is not crossing the fingers. It is a faith action or faithful action while we wait. And our people understood that hope meant preparing children for futures they might not enjoy themselves. It meant building institutions that will bless the next generation, and so on and so forth. And so what does hope require of us today? It requires consistency. It requires showing up for our communities. It requires mentoring young people. It requires supporting churches and advocating for justice even when the results are slow. Hope works because it trusts God's promises more than present conditions. And when we're talking about still here, we're talking about and for this devotional, that hope kept moving even when progress crawled. And Calvary reminds us that Jesus worked salvation while hope seemed lost. And the second coming assures us that patient hope will be rewarded. A world made new is coming. I keep saying it because I want you to embrace it. And that world made new is coming where faith-filled labor, watch this now, will finally give way to eternal rest. And so my prayer for you today, God of hope, strengthen us to work faithfully while we wait patiently. Keep our efforts grounded in the cross and our expectations fixed on the return of Jesus. God bless you, family, as you continue to worship and dwell in the faithfulness of God.